Now, this is something interesting. The next one, DNS Exfiltration, which a lot of people have heard of, and DNS Infiltration. Let's see what these are. So whenever you look at DNS Exfiltration, if I actually let me do something. Let me see. No, it would be too much to just do an example right now. I will kill enough time, and you guys might get bored. Let's just talk about it. Yeah, whenever things are interesting, I get carried a bit away with them. So we do have 2 questions in the chat. I will take those, but let's continue with exfiltration and infiltration. We'll go back to those. So DNS exfiltration, imagine this. Your DNS requests are something that your firewall and your security will never stop because it's actually a trusted protocol, right? So instead of me trying to resolve www.google.com, I will now resolve password 123 at .google.com. Now, when I resolve this particular bit of information goes out your network and goes to the DNS server. Now, considering you are using the malicious DNS server, because I made sure of that, now the information password 123 at that is placed in front of the website, the domain, is now stored in my malicious server. That password 123 at I've collected from your computer, and I wanted to exfiltrate it. Now, of course, this might be super obvious, but you can send 20 requests, each one with 1 letter, right? So you can be very, very sneaky when it comes to this. So this would be called the DNS exfiltration. And why I want to talk about it is because it bypasses 80, 98, or even 100% of firewalls. And that's a big problem. Let's do the reverse. DNS infiltration. This is interesting, right? So common attacks, as mentioned earlier, are set in multiple stages, because if I come with my army in front of your castle, you will detect me, right? And you will fight me off. But if I just simply come in a first stage with a very small script, like a bash script or a PowerShell script, and then after doing some reconnaissance, I send in a second stage payload, then this piece of code, the second stage, is actually the one starting the expansion in your computer. Then, of course, I get the third stage payload and maybe the final payload at the end, right? But how do I do that? In order to not get detected by you, if I don't have a remote access to your network or anything like that, like a compromised VPN credential and so on, I would do it with DNS infiltration, which is again something very, very dangerous, right? Because again, 98% of the firewalls, which are considered the main level of defense, sometimes at the network level, are not catching that,